The European Internet Network brings you the news, sponsored by DHL Worldwide Express, your distribution partners.
Hello and welcome to Inside China Today. I'm Marguerite Howell, and here are some of the stories we're following for Tuesday, June 2nd. China and the United States proposed a Security Council meeting to discuss the nuclear crisis. 22 illegal Chinese immigrants are in custody in New Jersey. And economists say not much can be done to help Hong Kong's economy. The foreign ministers of China and the 4 other permanent members of the UN Security Council will meet on Thursday to discuss the nuclear crisis in South Asia. A Chinese official says the meeting was jointly proposed by China and the United States and represents unprecedented cooperation between the two countries. The 5 permanent members are likely to discuss the impact the Pakistan and India's nuclear tests on global efforts have had towards nuclear non-proliferation. The South Asian crisis is likely to be high on the agenda of a presidential summit later this month between the Chinese and U.S. presidents, U.S. officials have said. 22 illegal Chinese immigrants have been taken into custody after the 30-foot pleasure cruiser ran aground on foggy conditions in Bay Head, New Jersey. The failed immigration attempt was discovered after locals started to call the police to report confused-looking Asians wandering around their neighborhood. Police says the men were wet and scared and had no idea where they were. A U.S. immigration official says the men are mostly poor farmers who paid as much as $40,000 each to be smuggled into the United States. Authorities will try to determine if they were seeking political asylum. International human rights watchdog Amnesty International has called on China to release all those still jailed for their roles in the 1989 pro-democracy demonstrations in Beijing's Tiananmen Square. The group says it has at least 250 documented cases of people still in prison in connection with the protests. But the group says the figure is probably much higher. Amnesty says many of the suspects were tortured to extract confessions and received sentences out of proportion to the crimes they are charged with. Economists in Hong Kong say a new 7-step government program announced last Friday to ease the territory's financial hardship is not enough. Hong Kong's economy shrunk 2% in the first quarter of this year, and economists worry not much can be done to stimulate the territory's sagging economy. They say the problem is that the government is bound in its fiscal policy because the territory's dollar is pegged to the U.S. currency. The government's economic stimulus package aims to help the territory's credit crunch, stabilize the property market, and boost the tourist industry. And now for a look at the weather for the weekend. Expect showers and thunderstorms in Beijing. Daytime highs will reach the upper 70s with overnight lows in the high 50s. It will be sunny in Shanghai. Highs will reach the low 70s with overnight lows in the mid 60s. Expect thunderstorms in Hong Kong. Highs will reach around 85 with overnight lows in the upper 70s. It will be cloudy with showers and a chance of thunderstorms in Taipei. Highs will reach around 80 with overnight lows around 75. And that's Inside China Today. For the European Internet Network, this is Marguerite Howell.
The European Internet Network brings you the news, sponsored by DHL Worldwide